Howdy, everybody. It's me, it's Jim. Good to see you all out there. Um, Thanks for showing up. I see there's three people out there. If you guys could at least post so I know who's here. I see David Reese. Thank you for showing up, David. I appreciate it. And you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy the claim sale here. And yeah, people who bought from me last week and David Reese, all your stuff shipped out today. Hey, Dan Alvin. Hola, ¿cómo está? The bad news is, guys, Steve, good to see you. Um, I lost big time. Okay, shipping everything out. Uh, Here's the long receipt. It came out for the five who bought last week and David Reese's, which I owe him from a year ago. Uh, $167.85 to ship 6 boxes. Okay. And I only sold $240. So, needless to say, I'm not doing free shipping anymore. Okay. I can't do it. That means I made like $75 on books or something, and I sold tons of stuff because of the size of the boxes going out, you know. So what I'm going to do from now on, so everybody knows, I'm going to do flat rate priority medium size boxes. Okay, because I can fit, depending on how well I pack them, and I will pack well. You'll see when you get your boxes. Anywhere from 35 to 48 comics in a medium sized box. I can go to large too, because large is only like 22 bucks. Um, and it's a flat rate. It's up to 70 pounds and it ships for, 20 to $22. So depending on how much you order, you'll get one or two boxes from me and you'll have to pay for shipping. I'm sorry. Medium sized box is going to be 20, the large boxes are 22, and I can fit up to 70 pounds of stuff in there. Okay, that's the bad news. Good news is I got a whole bunch of new dollar books, some new $2 books. There's $3 books here. There are some keys here, some Golden Age. Yes, I have some Golden Age, and the Golden Age is going to be dirt cheap. Like none of it's going to be over $10. Okay, like this here, which is True Comics from March of 1947. You can see that's going to be for sale today. Uh, Tells us the story of Leonardo da Vinci. Also, it's got the great Houdini, his story, his life and death, all that good stuff in here. And it's in upper, not, I won't say high grade, but it's in decent shape. $10 book, you can't go wrong. Okay. Straight Arrow. If you want some comedy from the Golden Age, we've got the great Houdini. Got some Hopalong Cassidy from Fawcett and Charlie McCarthy from Dell. This is probably the worst shape of the bunch. Crime Must Pay the Penalty. It's got a chunk written out of the cover, but it is complete. This was one of the books mentioned in Wortham's Seduction of the Innocent, because it shows teeth pulling and actual torture by gangsters to guys. So, you know, uh, that's probably going to be a $6 or $8 book because of the chunk out of it. Uh, this is Dick Tracy #1 from 1947, the Chicago Tribune promo comic. If you sent in popped wheat, which I guess was bread, um, that, you know, Golden Age, all kinds of weird stuff. I got Treasury editions. I got magazine size kaiju books. This series called Mega, only $3 each. I mean, all kinds of neat stuff in here. You know, I've got manga. Okay, and these are only going to be $2 each. Okay, unless you want to get this whole set of Kaiju #8. There's 8 volumes in it. I would do $15 for all 8 volumes. Um, Then I've got my sets over here. Okay, there's a whole bunch of dollar book sets that are in here and two pricey ones, and I'll show those in a minute. Uh, I did say there'd be giveaways this time. I have so many of these. Just so you guys can see, these are McFarlane page punchers, and one is flash with the flashpoint #1, and the other one is a Black Adam with a jock cover. Okay. People are going to be getting these randomly in their boxes. Okay, giveaways. So you get a comic book, you get a toy, and you get great deals on books. Okay. Now, to show a couple of the sets that are on the higher end, and yes, Dan, I do still have that Elf Quest. Okay, it's right here. All 10 issues, 1 through 10, high grade. If you want them, $10, man. That's $1 a book. Let me go through here. Here we go. Okay. These 3 sets are going to be a little bit more pricey. Okay. I want to let you guys know that up front. This is the Mobius Silver Surfer, #1 and #2. They are newsstand, and they are the black Mark Jewelers on the inside. These are from 1988. The #1 is like a good to very good, but the #2 is like a fine to very fine. Okay. So these 2 books would be $20 only because they're Mark Jewelers. If they were direct and non-Mark Jewelers, they'd be like $10 for both. Okay. Um, Next up, as far as the sets go, we've got Umbrella Academy. This is #1. Okay. Which is an $80 book, by the way. Look it up. Okay. Uh, #2, which is a $20 book. #3, there's 2 copies of #3 in here. And then I'm missing 4 and 5, and we've got 6, which is a $20 book. The value here would be about $110, and I'm only asking for 50 for all of it. Okay. Next up, we've got Forbidden Planet, #1, #2, #3, #4, full set. Already, this is because they're remaking it, Forbidden Planet, as a TV show instead of a movie. Now this one issue is already going to like 30, $40. But the whole set here for you guys, anyone's interested, $25. Okay. And then the last expensive set that's in here is Devil Dinosaur 1 through 9. Complete set. They're all high grade. None of them's below a very fine minus. Okay. And this whole set for all 9 issues is $60. Okay. So, and these will be available throughout the entire stream. I'll probably go another 3 hours today. Got a lot of crap to go through. Now, I do have to get to the rules, although I made some rules earlier, and I don't know how many people watched that video, but I'm going to do it again. If I have any moderators, if anybody wants to hop on, let me see. You guys in the audience are first. Okay, you guys take your get your claims in. Mods don't claim. If nobody claims something and they want it, then they can go ahead and claim. And yeah, the new rule, I gotta, you gotta pay for shipping. I'm sorry, but it's only going to be $20 to $22 for, up to 50 comic books, basically. So that's going to be a good deal. you know. Priority mail shipping, it's already insured and it's super fast. You get your box in 3 days instead of 3 to 7, with ground shipping. Um, and if you don't like priority mail, you want it shipped some other way, then you can either email me or DM me on Instagram and we can work something out. I can't do it when I'm selling the books so cheap. I ship out five or six boxes and then I'm left with like $60. you know, I mean, you wouldn't do that, so Um, and that's pretty much it. Just be cool with each other, love each other, and let's have a good time. Um, we'll start off with the dollar books as always here. I got a couple of graphic novels actually that are going to be $1 each. Anybody's interested in them? This one is Zorro #1 called Scars, practically brand new. It had a $7.95 cover price, and it's $1 if anyone's interested in Zorro. Really nice, full color. I don't want to bend it too much and crease, you know, put a crease in the cover front or back. But yeah, for $1, hey, can't beat it. And then these two things, if you want them both because they are a series, they are incredibly good. And for $2, you can't go wrong on this. You're getting, they're put out by a company called SLG Publishing, and the world's favorite kick-ass librarian, Rex Libri. Basically, they're like the MIB for books. He works at a library that holds all the knowledge of the universe. I'd say the multiverse because he goes into different dimensions, all kinds of stuff. People try to steal books and he has to try to get them back and all kinds of crazy stuff. So this first one is basically his origin story, I Librarian, and the second one, The Book of Monsters, it was a library copy. Um, really good, great read. Okay, I would suggest these, and for $2, you can't go wrong. They're like 200 pages each. They are black and white, but the art is really good. If you're a fan of independent books and you just like to read a damn good story that'll make you chuckle, there you go. Rex Libris is for you, and it's $2 for both graphic novels. Okay. Now, on to some of the cheaper sets. This is a personal favorite book of mine. um, Jonah or Jonna and the Unpossible Monsters from Oni Press. I've got the first 7 issues here. This is issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And what this is about is this girl that you see here is the older sister. And she lost her little sister, which is this young lady right here, Jonna. Now, Jonna's probably 7 or 8, but she's like this crazy Hulk powered little barbarian girl. Okay, it all takes place in like a post apocalyptic future. Monsters run rabbit. And like One Punch Man, she just knocks you the out with a punch. And the story is about, it's twofold. It's the older sister trying to track her down and her adventures going through the wilderness, fighting monsters, going to civilized towns. Just really fun, awesome story. If anybody would like these, all 7 issues for only $5. $5 for 7 comic books. That's how much I like this book. And I think someone else out there would like this too. It is incredible. And they had a $4 cover price, you know? So awesome read, 1 through 7, John of the Impossible Monsters. Okay. $5. Anybody wants those. This is a black and white indie from the 80s called The Silent Invasion. And it's 2 parts. There are 16 comic books here. You've got the original Silent Invasion story, 1 through 12, the complete book. It won Eisner Awards and all that. Takes place in Cold War America during the 50s, during the UFO flags and scares, all that stuff going on. And it's about this one guy who's a trepid reporter and all the craziness that ensues, all kinds of wacky conspiracies and all that. And then the sequel to it was a 4-part story called Suburban Nightmares. And you get it all. There's 16 books here. And I love this one too. Anybody's interested in this? Boom, $10 for Silent Invasion. Yeah, I know, Renegade. Yeah, exactly, Renegade Press. You know, this was an unsung hero book of the 80s. It did win a lot of awards, you know. Everybody remembers Love and Rockets, everybody remembers TMNT, but there were, and The Crow, of course, but this was one of those good ones too, you know. So $10 for 16 books with a great Cold War story. You got Russians, you've got everything in this book. It's fantastic. Okay. Next up, 4-issue miniseries of the saga of the original Human Torch. These are all high grade. The whole set's $4. You got issue number 1, issue number 2, issue number 3, and issue number 4. All right. I believe that's Toro. Yeah, Toro and Human Torch fighting each other. So all 4 for $4. If anyone's interested. All right. What else? Oh, yeah. And Dan, if you still wanted the Elf Quest, let me know. They're here. All 10 issues, $10, you know? Because I saw your email and I dug them out just for you. Okay. Here we go. All right. These I pulled out. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, the Wild Ones, 1 through 3. They all have Linsner covers. Uh, we all know Linsner from Cry for Dawn and Dawn and all his covers for Dynamite on Red Sonja and Vampy and all that stuff. But there's issue number 1, number 2, number 3. Let me double check for you. So these would be $3 if anybody wants the Wild Ones. It looks like there are a couple in here that are newsstand. 1 is direct, 2 is newsstand, 3 direct, 4 is newsstand, 5 is newsstand, 6 is newsstand, 7 is newsstand, 8 is direct, 9 is newsstand, and 10 is direct. Okay. All right. And then, yep, Wild Ones, miniseries 1 through 3, $3. I loved Mark Schultz and Xenozoic Tales, so this, you know, I personally don't know how I feel about this series introducing Big Red. They always They always introduce so that Linsner can do a red-haired girl. I just don't know how I feel. Now, if we got any Turtles fans out here, I've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Armageddon game, issue number 1, issue number 2, and issue number 3. Anybody wants these? They have a $6 cover price, and then the other two have 5, so that would be 16. But you could have all 3 for $5 if anybody wants. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Armageddon game 1 through 3. You're welcome, Dan. Let's see. I showed Black Hammer last time. Nobody wanted that. I had a bunch of these. The 2 Youngblood covers for the first appearance of Prophet, and I think weren't these also the first appearance of Supreme? I can't remember. Not that Supreme was any good till Alan Moore started writing him, but still. Both of these for $5. If anybody wants them, you got them. They're nice high-grade books. Okay. Anybody needs any facsimile covers, books? I still have Rom the Space Knight number 1, foil and regular. You'll get both of them for $5. And then same thing with Micronauts number 1. I have foil and regular facsimile number 1 for $5 as well, if anybody wants those. And to get onto the Dalahala books, let me grab a stack here. Okay. We've got All-Star Squadron number 3. This is a direct, and it's $1. With Per Degaton and Solomon Grundy. And then Black Lightning number 9. Originally had an $8 price tag on it. $1. Amazing Spider-Man 62. This is like a month old only, I think, or 2 months old. $1. And then, okay, Steve, you got it. Thank you, sir. Boop, boop, boop. Get that right over there. Be right back. I need sticky notes. Okie dokie. I'm back. Okay. And then Blue Beetle Rebirth number 1. This is like the 0 issue. And then Blue Beetle Rebirth number 1, which is the actual number 1. Get them both if you're a Blue Beetle fan for $1. Hey, Mattman, how you doing? So you get Blue Beetle Rebirth number 1 and number 1 for $1. 2 for $1. $1 make you holla. Okay. And going to the Avengers, we have the Mighty Avengers 33. Looks like a very crazy Harry Osborn there. I'm not sure if that's a containment thing or a cosmic cube. Okay, but he's got someone all holed up in there and he's laughing about it. And then we also have Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers 31, The Last Temptation of Iron Man, Tony Stark. Okay. Couple more flashbacks from the 70s and the 80s. From the 80s, we've got All-Star Squadron number 8. And you're probably wondering, why is he getting rid of All-Star Squadron? He likes Golden Age heroes. Well, these are doubles that I have, okay? And in this steel, the indestructible man returns. So he's in this and part of the team with this issue. And we've got an Action Comics number 461, a 30 center. So I think that was late 70s. Anybody wants it for $1? We got Incredible Hulk number 382. I can't remember if Dale Keown was still on this book or not, okay, at that time. We got Power Rangers Unlimited number 1. I believe I got 2 of these. They're $1 each. They're like a $5 or $6 book cover price. First appearance of the Death Ranger. I think he's a bad guy. I don't know. And then this is Joker number 3. This is the first Vengeance in costume. You know, Vengeance, daughter of Bane. Anybody needs that for $1? Boom. And let's see. Okay, I did the Black Lightning and All-Star. All right, and since somebody liked my Ghost books last time, I grabbed a bunch out to get rid of. This is Ghost number 2 with cover and interior art by Adam Hughes for $1. Okay. There's also some one of these in here that has John Cassidy art. I'll point out when we get to that in a second. Let me put down those Justice League Adam Hughes. Okay. And then we've got Ghost 22. Ghost 23. Ghost 24. That is just an awesome cover, man. Her having the death face and all that. Just awesome. And this is 25. It is a 48-page special. Still just $1. Yeah, this is the Cassidy cover and interiors one. This is Ghost number 27. If any of you are John Cassidy fans, there you go. And show you the interior. Yeah. See, guest penciler, John Cassidy. Boom. And then Ghost 28. And lastly, Ghost 30. Okay. And keep in mind, if there's, you're watching on the rewind and nothing's claimed, you can always hit me up via email or DM me on Insta, and I'll be happy to, check and see what sold, what didn't, and get back to you on it. Next up, these are Justice League America, the one from the 80s and 90s that had Adam Hughes interior and exterior. So we've got 34 with fire serving booster gold and Beetle, Blue Beetle. She didn't look happy. And this is 35. This is the fake out cover where Adam Hughes just went cheap. And then 37. 38. and 39 with the Despero cover. That's pretty awesome. And I look at that. He's wearing the United Nations flag as a cape. That's pretty that's pretty awesome. All right. Dallahallas, people. Okay. I'm going to grab some more here. Oh, hold on. Funeral for a Friend, number 70 from Justice League of America. This is the second printing after Superman's dead. Only $1, but we knew they weren't going to keep Supes dead, so. And then we've got 3 issues of Razor Uncut. We've got number 14, number 18, and number 22. Razor Uncut. All right. Oh, yeah. This is Marvel Tales 153. This is reprinting the very first appearance of the Green Goblin and also has the Hulk in it and the Enforcers. So that was an issue of Amazing Spider-Man that was really jam-packed with all those characters. And it's only $1. Anybody's interested? Next up would be Blackhawk versus the Biolord. This is Blackhawk number 247. $1. And this is Dynamite number 1, Kiss. We got any Kiss fans out there? All right. Kaiju number 8, Free Comic Book Day. It is not stamped. Anybody likes their manga? This is a Love and Rockets Free Comic Book Day from 2015. Still only $1. Los Bros Hernandez, man. Awesome stuff there. And then I've got a bunch of non-Grant Morrison Doom Patrol here. This is the Rachel Pollack run. Doom Patrol 66, 68, 69, 71, 72, 73, and 74. And they are $1 each. I'm a Grant Morrison fan on Doom Patrol, not a Rachel Pollack. Not that she was a bad writer, just you can't follow Grant Morrison. All right. Okay, next stack. This is Justice League Walking on Fire, number 8 of 9. These were like little ashcan comics that came in cereal, I think. I don't know. Hey, Crazy Hungarian. But it is issue 8 of 9, but only $1. If anybody's interested in Justice League Walking on Fire, there you go. $1. Huh. Don't know why that's in here. Okay. This is what? To Stop Fin Fang Flame. This is an amalgam comic, JLX Unleashed, where they mixed Justice League and X-Men together. So JLX Unleashed fighting Fin Fang Flame. Number 1, only $1. Any interest at all? Just post it. You know how to do it. Just claim in the title. All right. Next is a 3-book set. I'm going to do for $3. They have Bill Sankovich covers. Excuse me. Another Marvel toy-based comic, Starriors: The Quest Begin, #1, #3, and #4. I do not have #2. All right. So if anybody wants these three, $3. You know. And do we got any Ice Cream Man fans out there? I've got 2 copies of Ice Cream Man 24, the second printing, $1 each. If you need it, there you go, just $1. Okay. Next up is Harley Quinn and Power Girl #1. Such an unlikely mashup. But you've got Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti. I mean, good stuff. So it's got to be a fun read. You know, #1 for $1. Mighty Thor issue 350. Can't go wrong with Thor and Beta Ray Bill. And it's a newsstand. And Walt Simonson wrote and drew it. So you can't go wrong for $1, man. And it's in nice shape, too. Yeah, definitely a fine minus. All right. Okay. And then I've got Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red, #5. J. Lee cover. Only $1. And that was a $5 cover price. It's on some serious cardstock. And yep, you can see the interior is all black, white, and red, different artists, different stories, and so forth. And then I also have Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red, #7 for $1, if anyone's interested. Then from Dark Horse Comics and Dogu Publishing, we've got Usagi Yojimbo, The Crow, Part 5 of 5. Okay, only $1 for some samurai bunny rabbits. Evil Ernie, The Resurrection, #1, $1. It's foily and it's minty. For $1, can't go wrong. H.P. Lovecraft's The Dunwich Horror. This is issue #2, written by Joe R. Lansdale. I'm a big HPL fan myself. So there's that. Trying to see, where are the newer books I dug up? Okay. Here we go. This is some comedy and some horror here. This is MODOK Rain Delay. It's #1. Not sure if it's a one-shot tie-in for the Dark Reign or what, but it's funny. It's just $1. And then What the #12, The Savage Wit of What the, with Forbush Man and his wife in the background. Just $1. We got any Groove fans here? Sergio Aragonis Gru, The Wanderer, #8. #20. 28. And last book I got on Gru is number 33. And these are all real. Oh, Steve, you want all the Gru? Let me know. Okay, you got it, Steve. Put that with your ASM. Next up, we've got Ren and Stimpy Show, number 10. I would not want to be in that bubble bath, I'll tell you. Okay. And I've got 3 copies of number 1, because you know I'm a monster fan, of the White River Monster number 1. Okay, this is the B cover. And then this is the A cover, and it says, "Fans of Cthulhu rejoice, the monsters will rise." You know, so if anybody's interested in giving White River Monster a try, go for it. It was a fun read. And then DC put out a George Romero comic, and this has a Bernie Wrightson cover. It's called Toe Tags, featuring George Romero. And that is a Wrightson cover. See, right there? Boom. So for a buck, can't go wrong. Toe tags. George Romero and Bernie Wrightson. What more do you need? From Image Comics and Skybound, Witch Doctor number 4 of 4. From Top Cow and Image, The Darkness number 8. Okay, book 3, and this is a prestige format, as you can see, so it's a thickie. Weave World number 3 by Clive Barker. Boom. Clive Barker's Nightbreed number 18. An American Werewolf in the Heartland, but is he a Nightbreed amuck or something worse? And then from Vault Comics and Nightfall by Colin Bunn, and some artist I don't know. It says Door to Door, Night by Night, and this is issue number 3. From Boom Comics, Stuff of Nightmares number 3, you got R.L. Stine writing on it. Okay. For you R.L. Stine fans. Yeah, I found a bunch of horror stuff that I don't want, so that's why I'm doing this here. Dante's Inferno number 5 from 2010, based on the EA video game put out by Wildstorm. The Hunger number 1. That cover is crazy. See, look at it. They did the Virgin variant without the on the back there. That's really awesome. And then Homicide Tears of the Dead number 1 from Chaos Comics. All right, let's grab some other happy stuff here. All right. If you like Stephen King and Jay Lee, I've got The Dark Tower, The Gunslinger, The Battle of Tull. And this is number 5 of 5 for $1. Joe Hill, the son of Stephen King, on DC Black Label. It's Turn a New Page in Fear with Hill House Comics. This is like a preview of all the stuff he did for DC. Only $1. Looks like it's got a tape pull on the back. Don't know why I didn't have it in a bag and board, so I don't know how I got that. But there you go, just a buck. New 52 Swamp Thing Annual #1. Okay, just $1. New 52 Constantine #18. It is an Earth 2 tie-in, and as you can see, Constantine has the helmet of Dr. Fate, and it's Fate at World's End. Then we've got Morbius the Living Vampire #11 with the Night Stalkers and a whole bunch of other vampires there. Son of Ambush Bug #6. Blaze #8. Johnny Blaze going up against Arcade. Marvel Midnight Suns Night Stalkers #16. You got Blade on the cover, but I have no idea who he's fighting. And then lastly, we've got Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme issue 33. It's an Infinity crossover one. Only $1. Another dollar book is Tomb of Dracula. This is #22. I'd say it's a good, very good. We've got a date stamp here and looks like a little, what do they call that printing stuff? Oh, Steve already got the Dracula. Okay, Steve. Oh, my little kitty Kahlua joined me. She's sleeping. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see, what do I got in the $2 bins? I guess I'm trying to see if there's anything to spark your guys' interest. Yeah, we can try these. All right. Oh. Okay, now this fat stack is all going to be $2 books. This is, no, you know what? I'll just give that to somebody because it's got a sticker on it. I showed that last week. Okay, and this is Justice League International #10. This thing's only claim to fame is the first appearance of Nort, that dog-like Green Lantern, who is really dumb and is stupid. So $2. Phantom Stranger #1 from the New 52, $2. King Size X-Men Annual #5 from 1981. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Black, White, and Green issues #1. And also issue #3. This is a variant cover. A later issue of Transformers. This is Transformers 69. I could make inappropriate comments about that, but I will not. Okay. The Gathering Storm, issue 69. Balder the Brave, #1. Walt Simonson miniseries. About a fine minus. And then getting into Copper Age here, we've got Superman 376 with Supergirl, $2 holla. Fantastic Four versus Mephisto #1, $2. I showed that. Okay, here we go. Getting to the late 70s, early 80s, DC Superstars #3, Superboy, and the Legion of Superheroes. Very nice shape, $2. DC Super Team Family Giant #5, $2. From 1976, as a matter of fact. DC Superstars presents #14, All New Giant Secret Origins of the Supervillains. Blackhawk, $2.40. DC 4-Star Spectacular Giant #1. You've got Golden Age Flash, you've got Superboy, you've got Wonder Woman, and you got Hawkman. It is square bound. Little schnooch up there. Rest of it is really nice and complete, $2. This is #4. DC Superstars #5 with all the flashes at that time. DC Super Team Family #6. Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's a beater, I would let you guys know. If any of my books are a beater, I'll take it out right now just to make sure so we can double check it. Yeah. I like the resealable bags. But yeah, now this, I don't know why it has this. I don't want to take it off. It's like a cut error when they cut the book. Oh, no, never mind. You don't want this. Someone cut out of the letters page. Never mind. See, I don't even, never mind. Thank you, Dan. I would have never looked at the book, so that worked out really well. Get that out of here. Okay. Because, yeah, actually, I've had these books stored for so long, I don't even remember most of them, so that was great. This is Predator 2, #1 of 2, their adaptation of the movie by Dark Horse, and it's got Dark Horse trading cards inside. If anybody's interested in that, only $2, and that's less than cover price. Cover price on this was $2.50. And this is a big one. This is a Jock cover. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal, Rise of the New God. I remember at one time this was like a $50 book. I think now it's only a $10 book, but it's yours for $2 if anyone's interested with the Jock cover. Mystery in Space, #78 for $2. And if there's anything you want to see up close and personal, have me take it out of the bag, like Dan did, let me know. Be happy to do it. The Worst of Not Brand Eck, #10. Yeah, let's get close up. Little up there. Otherwise good. Okay, you got Mystery Steve. And then we've got Weird Western Tales number 16 with Jonah Hex and El Diablo for $2. And this is very good. Very, very good. I should say it's in the fine range. Swamp Thing number 12. Not a Bernie Wrightson one. I think he left by this time. But yeah, you can see the color breaking spine ticks. There's like, 4 of them near the staples. Other than that, really nice. For $2, hey, can't beat it. And then this one's fun. Lobo versus the Demon. This is the Demon issue 13. It's crazy how big Lobo's getting now. And then Ghost Rider number 25. This is the Danny Ketch one, And it's got the pop-up thing in it, all that. This is complete. I know that for a fact. I checked it. All right, $2. What else we got over here? Oh, yeah. We got Supergirl variant cover. This is Supergirl 19, $2. I believe that's Art Germ. Yep. Supergirl 19, Art Germ, $2. More Art Germ on Supergirl 20. Hulk number 2 variant edition. S.J. Segovia after Steranko. So it's a Segovia cover. Not sure who he is. I don't do much on the modern comics. Hulk number 393. This is a big one, and it's foily 90s goodness. It is a newsstand. 30th anniversary foil oversized issue, Hulk Origin Retold. Cover homage to Hulk number 1. Peter David writer, and Dale Keown is the artist. This is like a $15 book. And I'm getting rid of it for just $2. I don't even think it's 15 anymore. It may be 10. I don't know. But for $2, you can't beat that. Superman number 201. Superman no more. Clark Kent gives it up. This is definitely a very good copy. She-Hulk number 1. This is the Dan Slott run. Let's see. Flash number 152. First appearance of the Dark Flash for $2. Some Gold Key goodness here. Tono and Kono, the Jungle Twins. I've got 2 issues of that. I'd do them both for $2. First appearance of Wolverine. Where? Are you being facetious? Because come on, we all know where that came from. And let's see here. Excalibur number 1 for $2. The Darkness and Superman number 1 for $2. Marvel manga number 1, The Punisher. Oh, that Hulk anniversary issue. I know, it's got, like, everything and its grandmother in that book, man. It's like, how much more do you wanna hit us with? Okay, next up, we've got Weird Western Tales number 15. That's a fine minus, very good plus. There are some color breaking spine ticks on it. And there is Neil Adams art in here. Well, no, it didn't say anything about that in Key Collector. Everything I read off, I wrote on the bag, on the back, and it came from Key Collector. So I don't know. I mean, first appearance of Wolverine was way before that Hulk book, in 180, 181. And if you want to go even further back, it was in one of the Foom magazines that Marvel put out, Friends of Old Marvel. So I don't know. Teen Titans number 1 for $2. This is one of the newer runs by Jeff Johns when he was still with Marvel. I mean DC. This is the official adaptation of the movie, Supergirl number 1, with the actress pin up on the back. And yeah, it's still attached and together. The book wasn't ripped up or anything like that. $2. This is just a great virgin variant of the Hulk for $2. He pretty angry. New Avengers number 1 by Brian Michael Bendis and David Finch. This was a great run and had a lot of key issues in it. Like, even the first issue is a key, not an expensive key, but still a key. Had the first appearance of Queen Varancy, and Spider-Man joins the first draft of the New Avengers. I guess they're talking about that Skrull who appeared in the show Secret Invasion. This is her first appearance. I remember that was a hot book. Anything with a Skrull in it was super hot for a while. I'm glad that all died down. $2, New Avengers, number 1, still a good read. Todd fans out there, you got Spawn number 319. This is the special McFarlane sketch and ink cover variant for $2. Can't go wrong. Let me get the manga out of here. I mean, if you want to see these manga, let me know. I mean, you got Berserk, you've got Attack on Titan. Okay, what do we got in here? Oh, yeah. Army of Darkness versus Reanimator. So you know that's going to get crazy. I mean, Herbert West Reanimator, that movie was way over the top. So that should be a fun thing. $2. Ripley's Believe It or Not, Fairy Tales and Literature, number 2. And if you like Westerns, Two Gun Terror number 1. In the Old West, they can hear you scream, they just don't care. And then these I have 2 issues of. It is a key issue. It is from 1992. It's Quasar number 30. They're both high grade. You can tell. I mean, I got them from James Midhunter Comics. I paid more than $2. So it's the first Venomized character ever, Thor. You can see Thor Venomized right there and in the story. And all the art, Greg Capullo, as you can see. Anybody's interested in these, $2. On this one, I'll actually go $1. It's Gold Key Captain Sinbad because it's kind of beat up, but it is complete. I read it to make sure the cover is still attached. Let me get it out. Let's see. It's seen better days, guys. That's it. So $1 for Captain Sinbad by Gold Key, if anyone's interested in that. Hawkeye, #1. I guess this was another mini series they did for Hawkeye. Now this I love a lot. Incredible Hulk 46. It is the Apocalypse Now homage cover. I just think that is awesome. Yeah, for $2, can't go wrong. Now this shouldn't even be in the $2 pile. This is Faust Act 9 of Love of the Dam, and it is a first print. This should have been a $3 book, but it's kind of beat up. I'm not going to open that flap on the cover no matter what you say. You know what it looks like. You know Tim Vigil, you know Faust. Anybody wants Faust #9? $2, man. And then let's see here. Black Lightning #2, really nice shape. Definitely in the fine minus range for just $2. #2. I mean, #1 is going for hundreds, I think. I've seen it sell for 150, 200 high grade raw. But then, a lot of stuff sells for more than it should on eBay. X-Men Unlimited #1, big old $4 thickie for $2. Giant Superhero Battles, Super Gorillas #1. Never got a chance to read that. It looks fun. But I got to move all these books. Here's another DC 4-star Spectacular Giant. It's issue #5. Really nice shape. What else do I got in here? Oh yeah. I got to move these. Hold on a second. Yeah, back when I was buying like crazy from mycomicshop.com, I did the pre-orders to get the 35% off, yada yada yada, and I went all in when Dynamite did the gargoyles. I ended up getting a bunch of covers, and I left them in the bags that mycomicshop.com put them in, so I'd know which cover was which. Um, I don't know if these even have any value. I know cover price on these was $4, but if there's a cover you want, you can just put claim B, claim A, whatever. I'll tell you what the numbers are. This is Dynamite's Gargoyles #1, cover B. Cover C. I also ended up getting a bunch of the retailer variants at 35% off too. D. E. And A is missing because A I read and kept. F. . And then G is the blank cover with its purplish, pinkish blankness there. H is more the cartoony cover. I is basically a reprint cover of the Marvel Gargoyles #1 cover. And then L is a virgin variant of the cartoony version. Just $2, guys, $2. And then J, which is the last of the non-incentive covers. All right. Get those out the way. And like I said, anybody who watches this after I do the streaming, watch it at double speed, write down what you want that wasn't claimed, email me, DM me on Instagram, whatever. This is from Harris Comics, Vengeance of Vampirilla, #11. And yes, it still has the Vampirilla Chase card enclosed. We got any Vampy fans in here? Wait, thought it had the card. I guess not. Okay, it doesn't have the card. So $1 for Vampy. If anybody wants Vengeance of Vampirilla #11 from Harris Comics, it's $1. $1 because it does not have the Chase card. All right. The Muppet Show comic book #0, put out by Boom Comics. Looks like just a weird, neat cover. The 10th, #8. Almost looks like Bruce Timm art until you get close up. Then you see it's Tony Daniel. And then the 10th, The Black Embrace #1. More Tony Daniel art. And I got 2 of these. Malibu's Ultraverse. This is Solitaire #1. These are polybagged, and they do come with promo cards inside. No, these I know for a fact I did not open. You can see, still sealed. No opening. They had a $2.50 retail. Anybody wants those? $2. I do like the Nightman comic book from Malibu, and I loved Brayfogel's art on Prime. And I think Adam Hughes did some of that Mantra, the female witch type comic they had. And then, of course, you had Barry Windsor Smith doing Dune. So they had some great stuff. All right, so there's 2 copies of those. Anybody wants them? Justice League #50. And this is by James Robinson and Mark Bagley. Mark Bagley at DC, guys. And this is a wraparound cover. Really nice. I should have put that in so you could see it, but oh well. Just JLA 50. And then we got The Life of Captain Marvel #2. This reprints all the Jim Starlin run stuff in a thicker format on white Baxter paper, and it's in great shape. So $2 for that. That's cover price. This is a buck. I don't even know why this is in here. Clive Barker's Ecto Kid, #1 for $1. 90s foily goodness. See, it's all shiny. And then, I used to love this newspaper back in the day, so I had to get copies of the book. When I found out they made a copy of it. World Weekly News, the world's only reliable news. This is issue #4. I've got 2 copies of that with the alligator man on it. I wanted the Bat Boy Found in Cave issue, but I can't find it anywhere at a reasonable price. But this is #4, $2. $2 for a copy of Alligator Man. Can't go wrong with World Weekly News. Do any of you remember World Weekly News? I'm curious. Simpsons Comics presents Bart Simpson, Prince of Pranks, #25, $2. Simpson Comics #67, $2. IDW Comics, Popeye, The Classics, #12. It's 52 pages, reprinting all the original Popeye cartoons for $2. And it had a $5.99 cover price because it is a thickie, as you can see. And it's really nice. And then Marvel Adventures #2, starring Spider-Man. Spider-Man versus the Scorpion, Crashing High Society. And let's see here. This is, DC followed suit with their stuff, doing the reprints in nicer format. This is Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams' Green Lantern, Green Arrow. This is issue #5. Famous Speedy is a junkie issue, in their On the Road tour. It's only $2, which is cover price, and we know these go for more. Phoenix, The Untold Story #1, Byrne and Austin artwork there, $2. And this is high grade and newsstand. DC Comics presents 41. This is Superman and the Joker, and it's got the 16-page preview of George Perez's Wonder Woman in it. This actually does have some value. It's about a $15 book from 1982 because of the George Perez Wonder Woman, but I'll be happy to open and show it to you. It's all there. It's really nice shape. Again, it's a fine minus at worst for $2. Can't go wrong with it, like a drum with a hole in it. And then here we got Ghost Rider 15, second printing of the glow in the dark cover for $2. This is a mid-grade copy of the Western Kid #3, because it does have some spine wear there that you can see. Pretty nice art, though, on that cover. I don't know who that is. Usually I can tell the Marvel artist right off the bat. Well, they've got the initial J in a triangle, so I don't know. No clue. And then we got some Moon Knight. We got Moon Knight 25, Mark Spector, Moon Knight 25, Ghost Rider and Moon Knight team up. And that is a newsstand, not a direct. Newsstand from the 1990s for $2. That's less than cover price. Moon Knight 50 from 1993. This is direct, die cut cover. $2. Ant-Man #1 variant cover, $2. The all-new X-Men variant edition. This is #1. This is when this cover was for the Monsters Unleashed run they were doing back then. That miniseries was great. I have all that. And so, boom. And then an underrated classic, Grendel by Matt Wagner, written and drawn. This is Behold the Devil, issue 1 of 8. Kind of retells the original Grendel story and how he fought the werewolf Argent and all that stuff. So, really neat. It's published by Dark Horse, of course, as you can see. And $2. Had a $5 cover price. And I'm going to take a break after I show these 2 books. I need to smoke a cigarette. Then I'll move on. I'll move on to the more expensive books. Maybe you guys will like those because they're deep discounted too. $2 book, Dazzler #3. Great, great Doctor Doom cover. And then this is wonderful early Sam Keith. This is Target Airboy #1. And yes, it is Sam Keith. See? Keith, 1987. $2. And on that note, please don't go away. Get some, go ahead, get some refreshments and whatnot. I just need to have some nicotine after 90 minutes. I'm sure y'all can understand. Okay? I appreciate you. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, see, I missed a couple of comments. Oh, okay, cool. Let me dig it back out, sir. DC Comics presents. Okay. Here you go. Steve's making out like a bandit because we're doing a trade. Ah. All right. Now I'm going to get to some of the more expensive stuff here. Um, this is Space Comics number 4. It's a VG Plus from 1954. And you can see I paid $27 for it. It is complete and intact. It's one of them UFO saucer issues and has all these animal heroes in it. Space Mouse, Super Pup, Mary Mouse, Peter Rabbit. But if anyone's interested in older books like this, $10, you know, $10. Uh, True Comics, uh, number 58 from March of 1947. Like I said, Leonardo da Vinci, Houdini, all that stuff, $10. And if you want to actually have me take them out, I can do that. I just want to go get gloves because those are older books and I don't want to get oils and stuff on them. Magazine Enterprises, Straight Arrow number 15. $10. The Great Houdini. I don't know who puts this out. ID Comics, I guess. It's 52 pages. Let's check the year. It's got a date stamp on it. There. July 6th. I love the smell. 1950. Published by Continental Publications Incorporated. Okay. There is the back cover, the front, and the spine. Yeah. It is all intact. There are no cutouts. Pages are tan to cream. Let's look at the centerfold. No, everything's intact. Could just use a clean and a press, honestly. Uh, and it's got a little bit of a spine roll. That's about it, for what, 75-year-old book, that's not bad. So for $10. Hopalong Cassidy from Fawcett Publications. This one's really nice too, $10. These Dells, these are Charlie McCarthy number 7 and number 9. They usually sell around 10 to 15 bucks each, but I do 5 a piece on these. Anybody's interested in Charlie McCarthy Dells? They're definitely Dell 4 colors. Looks like because they're tiny, the tiny Dell. Um, yeah, so that's that. Now this, like I said, you can see here, big chunk missing out of the cover. Okay, crime must pay the penalty. Uh, $5 because of that. But it is one of the books that's mentioned. Not that Wortham did a deep dive on; those are incredibly expensive, where he even shows the covers of. But this was mentioned in there because of the torture and the teeth pulling and all that the gangsters do. $5, get a bit of history. The Dick Tracy does have a detached cover, but is complete, so that's $5. And yeah, this is from 1962. This reprints the original Spaceman. Was a 15 center. It's in good condition. Uh, I paid 20 for it. If anybody's interested, 10. And that's it for the real old stuff. Now this is something that's really rare. Uh, Hampshire Distribution Limited Speak Out series. This is all written and drawn by Jack Kirby, called In the Days of the Mob, this magazine. It does not have the poster in it. If it had the poster in it in this condition, it'd be anywhere from $100 to $150. It does not have the poster in the middle, um, which was a pull-out poster. Okay. Uh, but remember, he grew up in the Bronx before World War II, so he knew the mob very well. And it is just beautiful, beautiful Kirby art. Welcome to hell. And I want to show, yeah, you got to see the party, guys. This is the party scene. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. I mean, that's Kirby at his finest. And yeah, you can see. And then he's even got a section in here that gives a slight history, funeral for a florist, and there are pictures, you know, pictures of the mob and all that stuff, the breeding ground, everything that led up to it. Um, but if anybody's interested in the mob, hey, Alberto Suave, anybody's interested in Jack Kirby's In the Days of the Mob, uh, 20 bucks. 20 bucks, and this is yours. Okay. You can do your due diligence and your research on this, and you'll see the value. All right. And yeah, it is all Jack the King Kirby. Uh, let's see here. Marvel graphic novel number 2, Elric the Dreaming City, 10 bucks. It's in beautiful shape. Then I got some Treasury editions. Treasury edition of Detective Comics 27, First Batman, $10. Marvel Treasury Edition 16, The Defenders, $10. This one's pretty high grade. It is limited collector's edition, presents Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. I paid $25 for this, $10. JLA Heaven's Ladder, written by Mark Waid, art by Brian Hitch, and it's a thickie, and it's big like the Trearuys, $10. Now we're going to get into a little bit more of the expensive books. Okay. X-Men 268, iconic Jim Lee cover. First meeting of Captain America and Wolverine during World War II. And Black Widow's in there, and it's all how they had this storyline together. It's a $25 book, mint. This does have some spine ticks, as you can see. So if anybody would like to put this Uncanny X-Men in your collection, $8 only. All right, I'd say it rates somewhere between a 6 and a 7, you know. Shadow of the Bat #1, Last Arkham, First Victor Zsasz, $5. DC Comics presents #28, Superman and Supergirl. This is the second appearance of Mongol. $5. Getting into cartoon territory, Defenders of the Earth #1, put out by Marvel Star, $10. I mean, not $10, sorry, $5. The Avengers 195, George Perez art, first cameo appearance, even though he's got full page and speaking lines, of Taskmaster, $5. It is pretty high grade. New Avengers #7, first appearance of the Illuminati, $5. And then Avengers #35, first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America, $5. Terrifics #1, you got Metamorpho, and you got Mr. Terrific, who's going to be in the Superman movie. A lot of spec was on this book a while back, but only $5 if you're interested. Okay, you can't get more 90s than this. 1990, The New Warriors, #1. This is the first print, and it's a newsstand, $5 only. One or two at the most, maybe 3 or spine ticks. But $5 for a newsstand of New Warriors, can't go wrong. This is my last copy of this because I had like 6 and you guys all took them up before. Justice League of America #200. It's got a wraparound cover by George Perez. It's a $12 book, but $5 if anybody wants Justice League of America #200. And then DC Comics presents 87, Superman and Superboy. This is the first appearance of Superboy Prime, who goes on to be super crazy and evil later on. It's like a $25 book. Yours for $8. Anyone's interested. $8 for Superboy Prime. I think I showed this before. Strange Sports Stories #1. It is very high grade. It's like a $20 book, $5. Any interest? Strange Sports #1, $5. This is Superman #4, first appearance of Bloodsport, almost kills Superman, you know, all that happiness. $15, $20 book in the LCSs and online, $5. Next up, and this is a great deal, I think. The Nam #1, wonderful, both newsstand and direct, both for only $10. And they are high grade, wonderful Michael Golden artwork in these. So you get both the direct and the newsstand for only $10. What else do we got in here? Oh yeah, I got 2 copies of Mark Spector Moon Knight #58. Yeah, it's Stephen Platt interiors and cover, but it's also the first Ripper, Crunch, and Vault race of demons known as the Hellbent. Okay. And these are high grade. These are like $20 books, $8 a piece. If you want some Stephen Platt goodness here, just let me know. $8 each. Okay. Uh, Tales to Astonish #1, reprinting Submariner #1, and Tales to Astonish #2, reprinting Subby #2. All right, these are both very nice, very high grade books, as you can see. Little bit of color rub. There's one tick on #2. One's direct, one is newsstand. $10, no, $9 for both. Cause yeah, together in high grade they're like 18. So if anybody wants them, $9. Now I have an idea somebody's gonna want the next few I show. Fantasy Masterpieces #1, starring the Silver Surfer. This is a direct copy. Number 87? Huh? Number 87? I don't get it, Steve. Number 87 what? When did I show an 87? Oh, you mean DC Comics presents Superboy Prime. Okay, I got you. It's yours, Steve. Fantasy Masterpieces #1, direct edition, reprinting the first Silver Surfer book. Okay. This is from 1979 and it is a direct edition. Direct editions were rare until 1984. Everybody goes crazy for newsstand, but newsstands were common back then. These were the rare ones. It wasn't until after 84 that newsstands became scarcer. And you can see, let's get that camera focused. Hold on. Very nice. Very nice spine. Corners are great, except for there. Wait, no, that's the earth in the background. Okay, I thought that was a chip. I was going to say these books don't chip, not then. And the main issue is here. You know what? It's easier to take it out and show you guys. It's got some color rub. Okay. That's the bottom line. Get close enough. And it's hard to notice with all the stars in the background, but a little bit above the word the and below it, there's some color rub. And then see right there under the origin of the Silver Surfer, there's some color rub. That's the main issue. That brings this from a very high grade book to a mid grade book. So if anyone's interested in this, it's only $10, you know. So, and that's even lower than the mid grade price would be. So, $10, anybody wants it. Just type in, claim surfer. All right, next up is an actual Silver Surfer comic. And I'm not talking the new runs, the original run. This is number 15. I'm going to take this one out too of the Mylar. This is definitely a very good plus, fine minus. Really nice shape. That right there is what puts it at very good. Okay. And then back cover. It could use a clean and a press. I think everything can always use a clean and a press though. And the pages, off-white to white, more like off-white to cream, actually, I'd say. Um, but overall, a very well presenting mid-grade book. Look it up on Key Collector, mid-grade raw. This is still an $80 book. I'm not asking $80. I'm asking 25 if anyone's interested. That's Silver Surfer 15. Ugh. All right. This is a Mark Jewelers variant of Fantastic Four 247 from 1982. We'll take this out. Very nice. Look at that. Still got its sheen and shine. No damage, which is shocking considering this was for military people only. This is definitely a high grade book, but being a white cover, it can always use a clean and a press. There's your Mark Jewelers. Now, just it being a Doctor Doom cover has value, and then the Mark Jeweler and the grade make it even higher. If you're one who slabs and resells, you know how valuable this would be. I'm only asking $20 for this. If anyone's interested, Fantastic Four 247 Mark Jeweler variant, high grade, $20. Here goes a book that's been dropping in value. Booster Gold #1, 75 center. It is not a newsstand. I mean, it is a newsstand. It is not. Put the tape on the side. It is not a direct. Right now, Key Collector has this at 50 bucks. This is a beautiful, shiny, nice copy. Definitely in the fine plus range, and I only want 15 bucks for it. If anybody's interested in Booster Gold #1, and there's the back cover, still nice, white, bright, and shiny as well. I got this. This is another Key issue. I got this from Mint Hunter Comics. You can tell by his Key issue stickers. He gets those custom made. This is, of course, Forever People #2 from 1971. It is high grade. It's the first appearance of Desaad, first appearance of Mantis. It's all Jack Kirby Fourth World goodness. And I paid 20 for this. I'm only asking 15 if anyone's interested. Okay. Miracle Man #2. This is the original Eclipse. Really nice shape. $30 book in Key Collector, but $10 if anybody wants the second issue of Miracle Man. All right. I'll grab a few more odds and ends here. And then I think we will stop doing it. Getting lots of watchers and no claimers. So, and I'm down to 3 people watching. Brian Boland doing Justice League of America #189. I had 2 of these and then one of 190. This is Brian Boland, Starro storyline. This is part 1. $55 book in Key Collector, $20. Claim it if anybody's interested. Now this has a very, very, very low print run. It was like there's only 3, less than 4,000. It's like 3,780 of these out there. This is Cartoons, Space Ghost Coast to Coast #6. And it's like a $20 book, but if anybody is interested in Space Ghost Coast to Coast #6, I will let it go for $5. $5. Young Justice #1. This is the original run. It's the first ongoing series. $20 book, $5. Anybody likes Young Justice, go for it. $5. Mega Man #1 from DreamWorks, $5. Now this is a weird, rare book. This is The Good Boy #1 Volume 2, Ashcan Edition, metal cover. That is steel, guys. Steel cover. Good Boy, Volume 2, number 1, exclusive cover, and that's Bill Sienkiewicz on the cover, too. Uh, $10. If nothing else, you can recycle the metal and get your money back. Now, this is my last copy of this. There's no discount on this. MeTV's Svengoolie Lost in Time. The cover is a homage to the House of Mystery. I think it's 92, first appearance of Swamp Thing. This is a $30 book. Look it up in Key Collector. The new one is even more valuable because it's got his Sven crew with him now. And this just came out 2 years ago, and it's already $30 value. It's never been read. It is mint. You could actually get this graded. Probably get $300 for it if you slabbed it. But $30. I don't know if we have any resellers in the audience. But yeah, Svengoolie, horror host supreme. Love him. Love Elvira too, but she doesn't do stuff anymore, and she hates her fans, where he loves his fans. This is the first appearance of Mongol. DC Comics presents 27 from 1980. It is high grade, $45 book normally, $15, so 66% off if anybody wants DC Comics presents number 27. For $15, Dark Claw Adventures number 1. High grade. From Amalgam, it's the mixture of Wolverine and Batman. Everybody knows this cover. Amazing Spider-Man 375. This is incredibly high grade. Normally it's a $15 book, $5 here if anybody wants it. It's if you need to know the key, it is the first appearance of Anne Weying, Eddie's ex, and first Carl Brock, Eddie's dad. And this is where he starts to turn into Lethal Protector, and the miniseries starts taking off. Foily goodness. Not a ding or a dent to be had in that cover. All right. If anybody wants it, $5. $5, $5, make you holla. Ah, 1988 reprint of Action Comics number 1. You can tell by the 50-cent price tag on it and the DC 50 years. Okay. This is high grade. Anyone interested in this? It's the 50th anniversary direct edition. It's about an 8.0. $5. Gambit number 4. This is signed by the artist Lee Weeks. We got any Gambit fans out there, or fans of the artist Lee Weeks? Right here. Cost me $25 for the signature, but yours for $10. Anybody's interested. All right, and this is going to be the last thing. Oh no, nope, not. Yep. These will be the last things I show, and then I'm going to call it a day, guys, because it's just slow and it's not happening. All right. Justice League International issues 18 and 19. Why are these important? These are now getting to be big keys because this one is the beginning of where we see Lobo change from that weird suited guy in Omega Men 3 to the main man that we know and love. They're a great pair that look good on your wall, you know. These are high grade. They're usually selling for about $15 to $20 each, but if anybody wanted both, you can get them both from me for $10. I don't believe in gouging people on that, especially on a book that someone can find, in lower grade in a dollar bin. You know what I mean? It's just I don't understand it. Uh, Next up is Star Comics #1, The Fantastic Return of Bullwinkle and Rocky. Yep, high grade hijinks here. If anybody's interested in Rocky and Bullwinkle, or Bullwinkle and Rocky, as they say, $5. Next up on this one, this is Mighty Mouse #4 from Marvel Comics. This is a direct homage to Crisis on Infinite Earths, especially where Supergirl dies. It even says it there, the Mices of Infinite Earths. It is, as you can see, a newsstand. It is from early 90s. It has like a $12, $15 value. If someone wants it, $6. You know, Mighty Mouse #4. Next up is Disney Comics in 3D. Oh, poopy. You cannot get stuck to the bag. See, that's the problem with the self-sealing bags. This comes in a poly bag with the 3D glasses inside. I never opened it. I bought 2 of these because my wife wanted it. She's a big Disney fan. It's still sealed, free glasses inside. And the glasses are actually inside the book here. Right here, you can feel them. If anybody wanted this, I mean, this sells stupidly on Evil Bay, but if anybody wants it, $5. Okay, boom. And then this is going to be this isn't the last book, but it's the second to last book, the penultimate book I'm going to show. First print, Flashpoint #1. Anybody needs it, $10. It is high grade. And I'm going to end the show with some wonderful Dave Stevens, cover by Dave Stevens, and the Aurora story inside by Dave Stevens. And then Alien Worlds #4. So you get Alien Worlds #2 and #4. A Dave Stevens sandwich here because he did cover and the Aurora story interiors. Okay. #2 is about a $35 book. #4 is a $25. That'd be $60. So if anybody wants both, I will not separate them. Both will be for $30. Okay. And these prices that I said today are good until my next auction. I guess next week I got to go back. Nobody really wanted anything. So I got to go to my storage in the back and go through another 10 or 12 boxes to try to find other stuff I got to get rid of. Those of you watching the video after the sale, if there's anything you're interested in, write it down, send me an email, sandmanmysterycomics@gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram at Sandman Mystery Comics. On that note, I thank everyone who stuck it out with me, and I appreciate it. And I'll let you guys know if and when I'm doing one next week. I'm usually off Friday and Saturday, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, may the good Lord Jesus Christ bless you and keep you safe always. I love all of you. Peace out.